ahead and talk about let's go ahead and talk about reflections real quick. I'm going to talk about the graph later. Right now I want to talk about what the setup looks like. So you can have a sideways reflection. This is really a reflection in the y-axis, and that is going to be when the b value is positive. When the b value is negative. So that's the real kicker there. Let me show you an example. So y is going to equal f of negative x. So what we're going to do is we're going to remember that this is negative 1 times x sub nu, and that's going to give you the original x value. Or x sub nu is going to equal the opposite of x of the original values. In other words, when I go to my graph, whatever the sign is for the x coordinate, the sign is going to change and it's going to turn into the transformed coordinate. So this coordinate right here was negative 1, negative 1. The new coordinate is going to be positive 1, negative 1. And let's go ahead and create this reflection now. I wanted to share with you, as I am creating this, you can look at the x coordinate and just plot the opposite here. This is a positive 1, positive 1. So I know this is going to be a negative 1, positive 1. However, I also would encourage you to look how far away the ordered pair is from the y-axis. If you notice this ordered pair right here, this is 2 units away from the y-axis. So the reflection is going to be 2 units in the opposite direction. That is one more way on how you can do your reflections. So this is going to be y equals f of negative x. Let me show you what a vertical reflection looks like. So a vertical reflection is going to be a reflection in the x-axis, and this is a vertical reflection. And of course, this one over here is a horizontal reflection. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at how this is going to work for us. This is going to be a negative a value. So your negative is going to be on the outside of parentheses. So let's go ahead and graph that. So remember, it is a reflection in the x-axis, which means you can take a look at the distance for each ordered pair and count the distance in the opposite direction. Or you could also analyze the y-coordinates and then plot using that notation and that method also. I am going to count the distance. If you notice this right here, this is 2 places up. I'm going to go 2 places down, and that's going to be my first ordered pair. This is 1 place down from the x-axis. I'm going to go 1 place up. And now it brings me to this right here. This is 2 places above the x-axis, so 2 places below. Then we have this point right here. It's 1 place above, 1 place below. This point is at 2, 3, so I need to be at 2, negative 3. And then this is the x-intercept. If you notice, it's not really above or below the x-axis. It just kind of pivots around the axis itself, so it stays exactly where it is. It does not change. So this is y equals a negative f of x.